What up, though? I want to welcome everybody to the Tinman podcast. We're back for season 2, and it's been a little delayed, but we're excited. Our first episode will be with this young lady, man. She's making a lot of noise in the music business. I really admire her work, her movement, especially for the community, especially for the Chicanos, Mexicanos, Latinos, and everybody in North County, San Diego, man, because she's from her homegrown. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's Nikita Too Dank. Much love, and I appreciate you having me out here today.
You're welcome, mija. Anything happened to you this week that made you laugh, made you mad, or just got you thoughtful?
This is life. I don't know. Every day I'm like, dude, I know. I always find something. Nah, I've been just staying busy, honestly, because I have a lot of shows coming up, so practicing for that, trying to get tickets to the people who want to come out.
Yeah.
Make sure that I respond to everybody, because I always feel bad if I see messages later on and they're like, oh, he didn't reply to my message, I wanted tickets.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. So I've been just focusing on that because got to get ready for it.
How do you get ready for that?
Usually, dude, I repeat over and over the whole entire, whatever I'm a rap or the songs we're going to do. So I'm not uncomfortable when I get on stage because that don't happen. Yeah, everyone always tells me, they're like, you've performed so many times. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm nervous every single time,
Yeah.
People don't know that really, but it takes a lot. And it's like a workout on there, dude. Like, be sweating. By the time I'm done performing, I'm sweating and dead. And then when I get home, I'm so tired. Like, I don't know, it takes
exhausting.
a lot. Yeah, and I think too.
Rehearsal.
Yeah, and then too, the anxiety of everything. You want to do good, all that.
Yeah.
So I try to be like that and prepare for anything, because sometimes you don't know how the stage setup and everything's gonna be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have this big area like where we're at right now, or it'll be like it look like two pallets put together, a little tiny stage, dude.
Yeah.
And me, I don't know, you've seen some of my performances. I move around a lot. So,
that's good though.
Yeah, it's good because I try to integrate, get with the crowd,
Yeah.
Even if they don't know me, especially bring them from the back. But when I'm in a little space, I feel like I'm just going back and forth, and I'm like, oh, I look crazy right now.
No, but how does it feel when you're on stage and you look at the audience, do you center to somebody? Do you center up? Do you center the middle, left, right? What keeps you focused?
I just think of if I was the one watching myself, because I've seen a lot of performances of big time artists. I paid money to go see them, and they're just up there I already made it, or you came to see me. My presence should be enough type thing,
No.
So yeah, I always act like that. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure that I'm giving them my all, show them too that I'm actually rapping, so they don't think I'm just lip syncing or something up here,
Yeah.
And I try to interact with everybody, because I do intros, or just with the song starting, I'll look at everybody and I'll be like, all right, acknowledge they're there.
Yeah.
Because too, if people are recording you, I tell every other artist I meet, no one has to record you, no one has to support you. So the people who come out for you, meet them, don't ever act like you're better than that. And then two, the cameras, I always try to go at least to each phone, to rap towards them, because people want to look back and they're like, oh look, they rap towards me, and then bring people from the back, because a lot of people, me myself sometimes, they don't want to be all in the mix, so they'll be way in the back on the wall or whatever, and I'll be like, hey, you in the back, and they'll kind of be like, she's not talking about me, and I'll be like, hey, you in the blue shirt, come to the front, and they're like, and then they'll start kind of moving up. So I try to just engage with everybody, so they know that I actually appreciate them being there, even if they're not there for me. For other artists, I'm just they're still giving me the time. They could have gone to the bathroom, they could have been eating, they could be doing anything, So
and a lot of people are with your movement,
I appreciate it.
Being so young and being Latina, Chicana, Mexicana, being raza, especially from North County.
I know.
How does that feel?
Crazy, man, because me being a girl, I've always been, and I've been always to myself, I'm gonna just do me. They either like it or they don't. But it's a guy-dominated industry.
It is.
Definitely. A lot of girl rappers, this and that, but a lot of them known for their features or a couple songs here and there. Me, I try to be part of everything. Chicano Park Day, we were talking about coming up. That's a great event. I'm not even performing, but I always tell everyone, if you see me somewhere and you want me to perform, I'm all for it. Thank you. But even that, if you see me and we're at a car show, we're in town, I'm getting gas, whatever, come say hi. I always tell them that. I'm like, I don't mind, I appreciate it,
Where you from?
Fallbrook. Fallbrook, at top of San Diego. If you're coming down from LA or anything, it's first place you're gonna see. Last thing you're gonna see if you're leaving Dago. So
that's right.
That's where I'm at. Fallbrook.
That's right. Being as young as you are, especially in the rap industry, and being so young, is there criticism? Is there judgment? Is there manipulation? There's a lot of things in the game, right?
Yeah.
What do you do to ignore all the negativity that's in the game,
to remember to stay true to myself.
Exactly.
Honestly, and like the things I've gone through my whole life growing up, like making sure I remember the things I went through, because everything happens for a reason, honestly, you know, and you can either let it tear you down or you can grow from it. So I try to be like that, and there's so many negative people, especially in the anywhere you go, honestly, and I know you know that, but music especially, haters, you know, envious. So me, I don't think I'm the best, nothing like that, but if someone's like acting like they're the best, that's not a way to be. Everyone has different preference, people like different types of music and that, so I treat everybody equally. I'm like, all right, even if I don't like their music, I'm like, you know, that's dope, like, nice to meet you, you know, okay, you do this, you do that.
You know what when I first seen you,
Sit down.
I was like, I saw this young lady that has a big heart, you know, that's humble.
I appreciate it.
And I feel like a lot of young ladies before you need to see the grown woman that you're becoming, especially because you rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like you're a figure for these young ladies
I appreciate it.
That don't know how to speak or don't know how to speak or don't know how to say their pain. I feel like you're doing it for them.
No,
being so young.
No, I appreciate that, for real. Yeah, like, too, with that, I try to look at it as if I was talking to myself. Like, when people ask me for advice or anything, like, or how do you do this, how do you do that, I'm like, all I can do is keep it real. Like, life's not easy. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be your career, anything like that. So I just try to be honest with them, you know, and just like that, stay true to who I am, you know.
And the thing is, like, what made you get into music? Like, how did Nikita become too dank? Like, what was it? A pain? Did you like the lyricist and the rap game? It's okay.
All right.
And what got into rapping?
So,
especially to rapping.
Dude, I know, like, cause like you're saying, a lot of people just see the music.
Yeah.
They don't really, if they get to know me too. All right, that's something that I get to. They're like, dude, I was kind of scared to come to you. Like, I thought you were gonna be all serious or like aggressive, and I'm like, nah. They're like, do you have like the biggest smile on your face when you talk to you? And I'm like, well, yeah. I was like, cause there's two sides to everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And my music, how I got into it is like, it wasn't planned or nothing. I used to be always like my homeboys. They're my day ones, you know, in Fallbrook. We'd be freestyling, like kicking it in the hood and all that stuff, freestyling all the time. And then one of my homies, he was like, I'm gonna be a rapper one day. And he took me to the music studio, and he took a couple of us over there, and he was there, and he's like, you know what, dude? He's like, if you can write something in like 20 minutes, he's like, I want you to jump on this song with me. And I was like, like, I'm not a rapper, you know, like, kind of like embarrassed, you know. I was like, oh, nah, like, I'm not a rapper. And he's like, dude, like, if you could freestyle, you can rap. So I wrote something, hopped on the song with him, and we dropped it. And then everybody, including him, all my homies were like, dude, do a song without him. Like, no disrespect to the homie. They were like, yeah. Really? They were like, yeah, it's called Grind. I'll send it to you. It's on SoundCloud. Only on SoundCloud because it's under his account. But he put me on there, and then I was like, oh, all right, you know. And then I went and dropped my first song. And then my homeboy, Delfino, so he passed away, actually. Yeah. I dropped my first song, and he was one of my main homies that was pushing me. He's like, dude, we're going to be rappers, too. Like, I'm going to be a rapper. Like, he would record stuff on his phone. He didn't go to the studio yet, but he was there that day. But either way, I pushed up the song, and Night Owl, you know Night Owl?
Yeah.
So Night Owl saw it on Instagram. It's called Born Broke, my first song. And he was like, who are you? Where are you from? You know, he's kind of checking me, trying to see what's up with me. He's like, send me more of your music. And I was like, I only have one song out at the time. And he's like, what? And he's like, make more music and keep sending it to me. Don't stop. He's like, because the fact this is your first song and I saw it, he's like, I see potential. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then I was writing stuff here and there. And then probably like a month later, my homeboy passed away. He got shot in the head. And it was like so tragic to me. And then like going through the messages and everything, seeing him like pushing me so much from that one song and talking about the studio and just all the memories, like, he was the main one in our town that wanted to be a rapper. Delfino, Dolph, And so I was like, fuck that, man. So I dropped This Shit Hit right after. And then I kept dropping stuff. And then literally everyone around me was like, dude, keep going too, you know? And the fact that you're keeping it true to him and you don't forget about him, like, and that, they just meant a lot to me because he was my best friend, literally. And I was like, I'm going to give him my all. So I even say it in a lot of my songs. I know I'm like, rest in peace to my homie. I'm going to give him my all. Because it's like, if he was here right now, dude, he would be at all my shows. I know he would be reposting my stuff. Like, he was just that solid homie. He was there from the only song I had out. And then that happening is like, man. So I've been pushing hard just to put neighborhood on, the town, everybody, girls, anybody, you know, show that everybody's got some type of talent. It doesn't even have to be rapping or music at all, dude. I try to reshare anything. Like, if you believe in me or I meet you, I'll support you in any way I can, you know?
I see that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And, you know, that's beautiful because some people that are in the industry, it's always something in return, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you always give from your heart. And, man, you can't give that away.
No. And I always think, too, when I first started. Like, nobody paid attention to me. You know, like, honestly, they were like, this girl, who is this girl? It was always, who is this girl? And then now that I'm at the point I am, they're like, oh, that's the girl from this video. That's the girl from here. Or, oh, I know her. She's homies with this person. And I'm like, that's all good. Everyone has to grow, and they have to earn, like, their background, you know, type thing, a resume. But with me, I'm like, I don't care if you have only 2 followers, man. I'll be your 3rd one, and I'll help you, support you, repost it. And then if I get you somebody to, like, pick you up, and I get somebody to, like, you know, catch on, they like your stuff, I'll be glad. That's just looking out for everyone.
Hospitality, humbleness, love. Yeah. That's so many things in one.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
And it's like people are born with it or they're not.
Yeah.
You know, you were born with it.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure homeboy right now is looking like she's doing it.
Yeah, that's what I really hope, man. Like,
he is. He is. I always think about, like, that's that spirit that sometimes when we feel lost and we're thinking about things and, like, we're wondering, like, damn, what's going on? That's the one that gives you that, like, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That wind you feel when it's cold,
yep.
that gives you the chills.
Yeah.
That's him. Just reminding you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I believe that 100%,
you know what I mean?
dude.
Like, you're here.
Yeah, anytime I'm like, nah, this ain't, like, when I first started rapping, that was when it gets to me, because I didn't have social media or none of that. Like, I wasn't used to, like, the Instagrams and all that, and, like, there's the haters. You know, and I'm not used to the net banging and all that. I'm like, oh, hey, who is this? Where are you from? This and that, you know? And I wasn't used to it. And then I had to grow. I was like, I can't let that get to me. And too, like, they're literally on the internet. Like, if they had something, they would say it in person, you know? And so at first, though, I was like, man, I don't really like this internet stuff. I don't know if being a rapper's for me, you know? But then I had to realize, one, I can't stop because my homie, like, yeah, he would have been telling me, hey, man, ignore them, you know? And I do ignore them. Hi, Wei. She's all excited. But, you know, I just had to keep pushing because the influence and all that, and too, like, I'm better than that. If it was in person, I could care less. But the internet, essence, is just they can keep going, you know. I was like,
it's just a screen.
Yeah, exactly. I had to just grow and acknowledge that. But first starting out, you don't have nobody telling you that. I didn't have nobody around me that was influencers, nothing, photographers, nothing, you know. So I wasn't used to it. I had to figure it out on my own. But once I did, yeah, honestly, you gotta learn from everything, and then it helps you grow. Or like I say, it's gonna bring you down.
No, you're gonna be. You're the top.
I appreciate that.
Cabeza.
Yeah, but I won't ever forget either. So you're gonna be there with me, you know. Like I said, all the shows and stuff. I got a lot of shows coming up. I invite you to everything, man, because I want all my people there. If I can introduce you to someone else, then that's badass. She's all chewy.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Since the start of meeting all you guys, I could tell you guys are really genuine. Honestly.
Hey, a la orden. But like when you talk about music, man, like what's next for Nikita? Like your album.
Yeah.
What's coming up for you? What do you want to happen? What you got in process? What you got in mind? Like what you want? What do you want it to become?
Well, I'm working on another album, which is gonna be like funk stuff, and then too, I have like my gangsta music too. I drop here and there because I like switching it up and making music that I like as well. Like everything I make is stuff I like, but my plans with all that is like incorporating everyone I know more into it. Yeah. Like in my music videos and all that, like you know, like Celso, the photographer, all them. Everyone, they're normally behind the screen, but I'm like, I want them in there. You know, people know them and they might see them, but. It's about showing support to the people who support you, because nobody really does that. You know, you see girls or you see all the gangsters and all that. All right, they'll still be in the videos, you know, but I want my real ones too. You know,
for real.
Like that's my plan. Just
that's what matters.
Make sure everyone's a part of it still.
That's beautiful, man. And how those sweats feel?
Good. Super comfortable, not too hot. Shout out, not sponsored. The Tinman, you know, no, badass man. I appreciate you. He's got merch and all that too. Like you gotta check him out too on his personal page, all that.
Nah, man, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
When you talk about Nikita, your childhood, growing up in Fallbrook, let us know a little bit about you. Like, how was it? Like,
it was good. I mean, Fallbrook is. Like every town has their own thing, you know, but Fallbrook's really small. You've been to Fallbrook, right? Yeah, I know you. You know everybody I know, man. Like, and everybody in my hood, they all know you. So, you know, that's badass. Fallbrook, though, it's a small town. It's right over the mountains, and it's a community in itself. You got to have a little drive of nothing, and then there's the main town, all the apartments, houses, everything. Everybody knows each other. So if you're going to do something right here, guarantee like 20 other people find out, and it's just going to keep spreading, you know?
Man, Shout outs to RP to Poison. You know,
Oh, yeah.
he was a good friend of mine. You know, I was actually busted with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I know his kids and everything. You'll see them at my events. Like,
Yeah, Poison was man fucking draw.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of your homeboys, you know, and good ass people, you know, and I always held it down. I always will hold it down, you know,
Facts.
and I always stay united, you know.
No, that's what I'm saying too. Like because people, they probably seen it. If you guys haven't, you know, we got some collabs going on. We got our pictures together and all that. But when I posted you, all my solid actual homies, you know, actually respected one. There's fools who hang around, whatever, you know, this and that, youngsters. But respected homies, man, they all fucking knew you, and they were like, "What the hell is Cisco?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And they're all good things about you. And the fact it came from those people, you know, I was like, "Nah, I already figured." You know, I had that vibe off of you.
Yeah.
But when you're hearing it from people that have been your day ones and you know are solid themselves, I was like, "That's different. That's love." You know? Yeah, straight up, man. And they got nothing but love for you. And yeah, it's crazy. You know, my solidest homies, straight up. Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. It's a blessing, you know. It's always been good, you know. It's always gonna stay good. And I learned a lot, especially from Frank too, you know.
Yeah, man.
Actually, he was actually my first coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for real. He actually said, "Hey, dog, I need to get in shape." And I said, "Hey, dog, can you please help me out?"
You guys need a reunion.
Yeah, man.
Go one for one. Who can bench the hardest and all that?
Sometimes I'm a little short, but but like the thing is, like he helped me out a lot, man. I was like in it, you know. But going back to you, man, Nikita, you do car shows, you rap, and like, you always feel like when young kids like look at you, it's like, what do you see?
I'm like, dang, you know, first of all, because a lot of my songs, you know, I have clean version songs, right? At the shows, I know there's kids. I either clean them out. If they ask for specific songs, and I'm like, dang, sometimes I'm like, you know, like, what I'm talking about? Or like even now when I cuss and stuff, I'm like, oh man, so I'll clean version them anyways, you know, in case there's kids. But sometimes parents will come up, like my song This Shit Here, right? Dude, they'll come up, yeah, my daughter loves that song. She always sings it. And I'm like, you let your daughter, like, and I'm like, hopefully they're not mad at me, you know, people say they always sing it. But you know, it depends on the parents. So I'm like, I appreciate that. I'm like, you know what, that's dope. You know, the parents believe in me, and they normally meet me before, or they watch my interviews and all that, and they're like, they're not worried about it, because I think they see me as a good influence. And two, I always treat kids, especially like younger, I don't care actually how old you are, like I act as if it was my kid. Because if you're not one of those people and you're just like, it's not my kid, you know, like, how are you gonna feel when you have a kid and then someone's like that around your child? You know, you're gonna be like, nah. So it takes one person at a time. So every time they come up to me, I appreciate it. And then actually, like a month ago, I performed in San Diego, right? And this lady and her husband, I'm friends with them, they brought out all their kids, and her daughter made a drawing of me, like anime style, and like drew all her favorite songs in the background. And I was like, what? I was like, you drew this? And she's like, yeah, like you're my favorite rapper, and these are all my favorite songs you have. And dude, it was like 12 songs. So I was like,
how's that feel?
I was amazed, and I even told her, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a custom frame for it and put it in my studio, and I'm gonna send your mom a picture, all right? And she's like, Mom, you hear that? You know, and that made me happy, because think if that was me, you know, like if I was meeting a rapper or somebody I looked up to, like, that's awesome, you know? And she always tells me, oh, do you have merch, this and that? And I actually had one small shirt, so I just gave it to her, you know? And she was like, Mom, and her mom was like, we'll pay you, you know? And I was like, nah, you know, like, she gave me a drawing too, and the fact she's really a fan of me, like, why would I do that, you know? Like, I appreciate it. She doesn't have to. And two, parents are very, as they should be, cautious of what their kids watch and listen to. But me, I think that because they meet me, get the vibe from me, and then see the stuff I talk about, and they realize, you know what, like, she's really for the community. And like I say, like, I always look as if that was my kid or my cousin or something, you know?
That's beautiful. And I think about it like, man, who was your favorite rapper when you were young?
Snoop Dogg, dude.
Serio?
And to this day, they always give me, they're always like, sometimes I'll get interviewed, they'll be like, oh, who's the top rapper? You could pick anyone, you know, he had one wish. And I'm like, Snoop Dogg, man. And sometimes they're like, Snoop, man, like, this and that. And they're like, everyone likes Snoop, whatever. And I'm like, nah, man, because growing up, I remember seeing him like in movies. And I'll be like, oh my God, that's Snoop Dogg too. My brother put me onto his music. And then I would watch the music videos, how they were very like cinematic. And nobody does that even to this day, you know?
We talked about that the other day.
Yeah, and it's like, it always stuck with me. And two, dude, he's on cookbooks, he's freaking TV shows.
He's everywhere.
Dude, he's everywhere. And that's a big influence, you know? I'm like, I want to do the same thing. Like, even now, I'm doing a movie, Hill Street Heist. It's in LA, like, with a bunch of LA actors and all that. And like, dude, like, my homie was telling me, he's like, dude, you're on your Snoop Dogg shit. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, like, I want to try and do it all. And that's dope, you know, being a rapper and then being able to do more with it. Yeah. Because I like everything like that. And two, I don't know, he just always stood out to me. Like, he seems chill. He seems like an actual... Yeah, to this day, you know, and then...
So if he could sit down with Snoop, you would sit down and interview Snoop?
Oh, hell yeah.
What would you ask Snoop Dogg?
Probably that main question you asked me, you know, like, what made you start rapping?
Yeah.
He might have said it before in interviews, but like, human questions, you know? I don't know, like... what was your biggest show, this and that. Like, I already see you got thousands, millions of people, you know, I want to ask stuff that, I don't know, is off the top, you know, I have to think on it. But if I last minute saw him, I'd probably just start with those questions, like personal questions, you know.
Damn, how the hell did you come up with gin and juice?
Yeah, like, the shit like that.
How'd you come up with dog style?
He's like, I was just the vibe of the day, you know, I don't know.
He's so smooth with it too.
Dude, for real. Facts.
Like, bien tranquilito, just like, you know, smokes his little J and just... Yeah, you know, remember back in the day with his cornrows, Flaquito with his Ben Davis.
He's known for that. And dude, what is it? Is it Doggy Style? The dog with the Dobermans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
what's my name?
Yeah, what's my name? Yeah. Remember that video when I first seen it? It was like on, you know, MTV. They used to play the videos, right?
And he turned into the dog.
When I seen that, I was like, ooh. And then I always liked Dobermans. That's why I got my little girl Stella. Yeah. But you see, she's a little feisty right now. Yeah, no, man, she gotta calm down. But she's a good dog. But either way, like when I seen that, I was like, damn, you know. And he started incorporating a lot of the Doberman and the pit bulls and all that. And I was like, I never really seen nobody do that. You'd always see the homies, whatever, holding the dog. But him, he was more like, you know, like it's a doggy world type thing. And then too, like as him being a man, like acting like a dog. I was like, dang, you know, like the double meaning and stuff that he would do is like, like I don't know, his lyrics and stuff. It catches me off guard. I'm like, all right, you gotta. I don't know if it's the weed or what, but he got a dope mind in his head, you know, like... He does. He seems like just a cool individual.
His lyrics are just like...
catchy too,
Yeah, man, he's fast with it too.
Yeah.
You know, he's fast, he's smooth, he's engaging.
Yeah.
It engages you like, damn, what does that mean?
Well, the videos, everything. Even, I'm saying, like, the little YouTube skits, like, anything I've seen him on, I end up watching it. I'm like, I saw the thing, I think Martha Stewart.
Oh, yeah,
he was cooking with her. And I was like, I don't really, like, all right, I don't think I'm going to cook whatever they're making, but I'm just watching and just seeing how he moves, the stuff he does, and I'm like, it's entertaining, you know.
He fits anywhere.
Yeah, he fits anywhere.
You know what
and I'm like, I want to try and be like that, you know.
You
like,
will.
I appreciate that.
I mean, you will. It's obviously it's your character, you know what I'm saying? It's humbling. Like, your energy is so good that it's like, how are you not going to fit everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate it.
And it's like, shooting the movie, you shot a movie?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
I was nervous at first, but I was glad too in a way, cause like in middle school, I took a drama class. All right, like you know, you have electives and all that. Yeah. I took a drama class cause my friend did it. My best friend Diana, she watches all my stuff too, but she took it, and I didn't understand all the periods going on. You pick out your stuff, and I was like, oh no, we had no classes, cause she was like in honors. I was in regular classes. I was not like that, and so I took drama just to be like hanging out with my friend. And then we ended up doing plays and stuff. So I learned a little bit of things like having to memorize, you know, and then getting into your character. Yeah. So that was different for me. So when they gave me the movie, they asked me because the character I play is literally me. I was like, dude, like, and I told her, I was like, oh, like, do you want me to say it a certain way or whatever? She's like, nah, I picked you for it because you're going to just be yourself. She's like, you just have a different name. And I'm like, all right. And that was easy, you know, I met a lot of actors like, you know, the Mayans, the TV show? Yeah, dude. So a lot of those homies are on there, and when they met me, they already thought that I had like been in movies, and they were like, "Yeah, how did you get into character?" I was like, "I'm just being myself." At the time, you know, I was really stressed out. I was like, I didn't know how to act, but the director told me, "No, don't change your voice, don't do nothing." And I'm like, "All right." And the stuff they had me do, like the guys from Mayans, they were like, "You've done that before, huh?" And I was like, "No, I don't know. Like I'm just doing what she tells me to, you know." But it was just kind of natural stuff, and I was like, "All right." It was different for sure, but I was like, it's badass, you know. It's something different, and two, I'm excited for everyone who supports me to come see it, cause sure. I might seem a little shy, awkward, cause like
just let us know.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know.
When it's coming out, what is it like?
They're still finishing it up right now, but Hill Street Heist is basically like a family who they would rob banks and do this and that, and then they would sell guns. So I'm the little robber? No, I'm not a robber. I'm the little cousin that moves the guns basically, and I like they have me like giving them to people and stuff like that. So. It was chill though, you know, and all the crew was really cool, and we're still filming it though.
How did it feel like meeting the Mayans, like people from the cast Mayans?
At first, I didn't realize, because I went in there, you know, and I was like, they're like, oh, this is your scene. There's going to be all the other actors you read from the script, right?
Yeah.
They don't say, like, oh, Nikita too dank is this person.
Like, how is it? Tell us.
Dude, well, they were super humble. I treat everyone like the regular people.
Yeah.
And then we're talking, and they were saying that to me. They're like, dang, like, you know, like, you cut down, like, were you reading a script? Like, they were clowning on me the whole time, and I was like, yeah, you know. And then I was like, what movies have you guys done? Yeah. And that's when they said that. They're like, dude, I'm Mayans. And, like, they say that, and I'm like, and I'll just look at them and I'll be like, oh shit, huh? And then they started showing me like the scenes, you know, because a lot of them were like the backgrounds too. Yeah. They would be showing me, and I'm just like, damn, like I always am like that, dude. I could meet the biggest rapper and like, because normally I hear the voice, and our TV shows, you know, you haven't seen them in a while, but like I don't put a face to it, and then they'll show me, and I'm like, or show me a song, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, I do know who you are, and they're like, what? They're like, that's crazy, and they're like, dude, straight up, it's cool. They're like, I thought you didn't even know me, and I'm like, I'm glad I am how I am though, because like I said, I treat everybody just as normal, you know, like I want to meet them. Everyone's a regular person, and a lot of people get that confused, man. They judge off numbers or movies, this and that, and they get all starstruck, and it's okay to be a fan and this and that, but the person normally you see online, all that isn't really the person you meet. So I try to just meet them for how they are, whatever, and I'm like, all right, nice to meet you, and then normally when they tell me like their background, I'm like, damn, what? Oh, okay.
That's you?
Yeah, I'm like, I do know who you are. And they're like,
you know what? That's funny you say that, because Jordan, I met hey, what was that fool's name? Fool from the Patriots? Oh, that's even Zach, right? Big. He's like, how tall is he? Like 6'8"? Yeah, big boy. He can put his elbow, and I'm right here, right? So I took a picture with them, and I was like, hey, dog, do you play sports? And he's like, you looked at me like, oh, like, stupid, huh?
You playing with me? Yeah.
Yeah, you go. I said, yeah, dog, do you play sports? Because you're big as shit. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I actually play for the Patriots.
You're like, oh, my God.
Then when I seen him, I was like, dude, I know who you are.
That's how it be.
And he was like, dude, we had a good-ass conversation. I was like, hey, dog, well, I'm Cisco, you know. Yeah. I'm a Tinman podcast. Yeah. This is what I do. Yeah. But you cool as shit, dog. I seen you with 2 little boys. Mm-hmm. I think that's real cool, man. I love what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're a humanitarian. I feel like I'm gonna be that one day too. Mm-hmm. And it was cool, but I didn't know who he was. Yeah. But it was like a blessing, you know, because it was like I got to meet the man who he is. Exactly. For the man without the light. Because
that too, dude, like the way I am when I meet people, like I think always if the roles are flipped, right? Yeah. Like I've been saying at the start, when people meet a lot of artists, they'll be like, oh dang, you know, like who's a good, okay, like Snoop Dogg, let's say. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Snoop Dogg? You know, what's up, man? Like, dang, I love your movie, this and that. And right away, he's gonna be like, probably heard it a ton of times, first of all. And then second one, he's probably like, all right, nice to meet you. And he seems really genuine, like he'd actually talk to you. But a lot of these people, they're more like, nice to meet you. You know, like another fan. All right, another fan. Me, I'm just like, oh, what's up? You know, like, nice to meet you. I'm Nikita. Like, I always treat them like regular people, even if inside I'm like, dang, like I'm right in front of this person right now. Yeah. Like, I try to straight up just act like that because I'm like, they probably don't get that a lot too. Yeah. And even with me, because, man, I barely started out, honestly, but when I meet people who are like that, like I met a girl one time, and every time she see me now, she's getting better. But when she first saw me, she would start like stuttering and shaking, and she'd be like, oh, like, can I get a picture with you? And like, when we took a picture, she was like this next to me, right? And I was like, hey, you know, like, you want to take another one? She's like, I don't really know how to take pictures. And I was like, all right, well, do one like leaning on me, and then let's squat in front of a car. And she's like, really? Like, I can do that? I was like, yeah. And she's like, but I can like touch you? And I was like, yeah, man. Like, too, that's cool if they ask. But I'm just like, nah, you know, like, I think if it was me, man, I'm just like, be chill, you know, because I want people to feel like they can approach me too. Yeah. Because, man, it's not easy. Honestly, it's not. You don't know how someone's going to be when you go up to them.
Yeah. And, sometimes you gotta be careful too.
Oh yeah.
Especially you.
Yeah.
Because you're a lady, you know.
Oh, but I have my man always.
Henry. You know what I mean?
Now everywhere I go, I have him with me, and
that's good.
Yeah, man, because
it's
especially being he's ready.
Yeah.
Always ready.
You know what I mean?
But that's why, like, you know, guys, because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, they try to be weird, man. They try to put their arm around me and stuff, like. I'm not even gonna say no names, but dude, I met like some big time actor, right? Everybody looks up to him to this day and shit. Fucking, we took a picture, man.
You gotta smack him?
Nah, dude. So here's the thing. So we're taking a picture, and I have when the picture was taken, iPhones have that live feature, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I wasn't tripping, man. So this fool, he's taking a picture of me, and then right when the picture gets taken by the photographer, he dropped his hand down to my fucking like cheek. He was trying to like be like that because he thought he was the shit, you know.
Henry.
Henry wasn't there. This was right before we started dating, actually. And then the fucking homies that I had with me, they were like, "What the fuck?" I mean, and then one of my homies was a photographer. He was like, "What the fuck?" And he like started tripping on him, and he's like, "Oh no, look, I got a tattoo on my arm, and my arm's been hurting, so I dropped it real quick." Like he didn't. And two, in the picture right when that happened, I like almost smacked him, man. I go like this so fast, like, and I literally looked at him like, you see my face all mad doing the pictures, and he was like, "I'm sorry, mija." And he's way older. Nah, he's like, "I'm sorry, mija." And I was like, "Nah," I was like, "I'm not like that." I was like, "Straight up, you shouldn't be on anybody like that, dude." Like, two, you can clearly tell. Also, I'm way younger than you, and he's just like, "I really didn't mean to," and then he started to laugh, you know. And then my homie was like, that was taking the pictures. He's like, "Photo shoot over." He's like, "Or not. She doesn't need a picture with you." And then he's like, he's like, "Oh, but I'm gonna post it, you know, like I'll shout you out." And then I was like, "Nah," I was like, "It was nice to meet you." I was like, "But no, thank you." And then every time, dude, if he sees me at shows and stuff like that, he's always like, "Oh fuck, da da da." And then the moment I started my boyfriend, he see my boyfriend. Oh hell, he didn't even come in the room, dude. And then he freaking ended up got brought over and introduced because they didn't know I knew him. And then he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you're dope. You're Nikita." And I'm like, you know, people sometimes have to learn, but
I smacked the shit out of that fool.
Me being a girl, and two, if they don't know me, they might just know the music and they think
it's
like,
not even about that. It's like, dog, how
it's
dare
respect.
you?
No, but some guys would think they're entitled, dude. Like, and two, I always tell fools, I'm like, think if that was your daughter. Think if
for real.
That was, if you don't have a kid, think if it was your sister, your mom. Gotta think like that, man. Treat everybody how you want to be treated.
I'm a girl dad.
Yeah. So you know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you're right. You think you're like, who?
I that's see why I want to tell you, Mija, like,
man.
I'll smack the shit out of that.
Yeah, man. Dude, I literally, if I find the picture, I'll fucking show you. I literally was about to backhand the shit out of him, but then.
Let me see it later.
Dude, I'll find it. Freaking.
Swear to God.
He learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying? My homie's all tripping, and then two seeing now, and then the influence.
Cool, that gets me so mad because I've been talking about you, right? And I'm like, man, this young lady is full of good energy. She got a good heart. I don't know, but I feel like in my heart, like I've been knowing you my whole life.
Dude, we said that the last time. Dude, I feel like I've been knowing you, and then just everybody's saying that they've known you and shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, where did he come from? You just can't know. You've been in the background. Like,
no. Like especially with Henry, I'm just like, dog, like that.
Oh yeah, you guys are right off the start, man. Like he gets along with everybody, man. But with you right away, I was literally like, you guys know each other? You're like, nah, like we just got a lot of stuff in common, you know?
Yeah.
But dude, like I don't know, people try to do that. And that's what I was saying, like that comment, man. Caught me off guard. I was like, nah, and they try to judge off the music or whatever, the Instagrams. They see stuff. Regardless, you shouldn't do that at all. But two, you never know who you're encountering. Like, dude, I could be portraying myself as straight, like I want to get beat up, you know, or like I won't do nothing. But it doesn't matter, dude. Like, respect at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who they are, how they move. Straight up, man. So, like your question was about like being a girl, like, dude, it's the guys, like, it's definitely a dangerous thing.
It is.
A lot of girls gotta set the boundary, you know. If guys like want to take a picture and they start to go that route, I'm like, not like, you know, like if anything, lean right here, you know. And then I always started off like, you'll always see me in pictures, dude, with guys like right here on the shoulder, if anything. That take like a homie picture, you know. I'm not gonna be all snuggled up, like, you know, my man. Man, there has to be the boundaries and self-respect. Honestly,
I love that, man, because I feel like they need to know this. Especially the camera, especially people in the industry. Like, you know, there's a lot of young ladies, there's a lot of women. They're in the industry doing music, and I feel like a lot of men feel like they're entitled. Especially because they're the ones with the names.
Exactly.
Hey, like, don't get it fucked up, dog. You get the shit smacked out of you.
Like, you should be glad you're in my presence, how they act. And it's like, man, I can easily walk away too.
Exactly, man. Like, you don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're making your own noise, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes these fools make it seem like, oh, I got something to offer you. Hey, homie, but if you try to go that route, you're gonna
go be a pimp or something then. What the fuck? Like, you're in the wrong area.
We don't do that.
You don't. Like,
we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Especially to our people, especially to our young ladies from our community, from the homegrown, from especially our people. Like, man, what example are we setting 100%. As men? Especially we come from that community, giving that type of vibe to a young lady. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we're supposed to protect them.
Yeah.
Show them. And like we got you, and we're gonna guide you. Right?
Exactly.
We're supposed to, if you're there in the industry, if you see these young ladies doing music,
Yep.
why don't you guide them, dog?
Yeah.
Help them the right way to be somebody bigger.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to be a fucking creep.
Dude, to me, a lot of people who act like that, they haven't been through nothing in their life. And
They
I'm not
gotta get
saying
smacked.
you have to go through the most traumatized. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't have to go through the most stuff in your life. Just
Yeah.
think if it was you, man. Okay, if you're a guy, think if you're a girl.
Yeah.
Like, if you like that, like, man, not
There's
me.
something wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly, type shit.
something
And
wrong
it's
with
like, nah, man, you have to always think if it was you or somebody you love. Everybody
Yeah.
knows some woman. Everybody knows some guy. So you
Yeah.
always have to treat other people how you want to be treated, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just literally like a respect thing. And there are a lot of good people in
Yeah,
this
there is.
industry. There is.
There is.
But I do say my number one thing is don't let little things slide. If someone's being weird, correct it. Tell them something, you know? Don't let them feel like they can treat you any type of way.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel some type of way, say something.
Yes.
Because then what if it's someone else or someone more vulnerable? Nah, like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be the one to always let them know.
Yeah.
Every time. So, yeah, just going through it, man, and being cautious. Stay cautious with everybody. Even people who claim they're day one supporters, man, they could be plotting on you the whole time, honestly.
Yeah, for reals.
You can feel someone's vibe.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm not talking about you.
No.
But
No,
you
come on.
are an example. You're genuine, man.
Yeah.
Like, you could feel the vibe right from the start. The things people say, the way they treat you, like, you could tell. It doesn't, like, it's nothing extra to be kind to someone. Literally. No.
It's I feel like that's the human life, right? I think that's what we're forgetting as individuals, as people, how to be kind to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that through Chainsaw. What you're wearing in
Yeah.
your pants right now, like the community I have, the family I have, that's the tribe, right? I've learned to be humble, to actually take an ass whooping when you do take an ass whooping, because you will take an ass whooping there, right?
Yep.
But you're gonna get taught.
Yep.
You learn discipline, but you learn mannerism, but you learn family. You learn how to love, and you learn so many things because you have somebody to protect you at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like as humans, we forget to give love to people nowadays,
Yeah.
especially in our community. Con la raza, a veces uno se pasa, you know?
That's what they always say. Me and we were
Yeah.
literally talking about that earlier,
Yeah.
man. But at the end of the day, too, it's a choice. Everything you do
Exactly.
in this life is a choice. How you treat people, what you do with your life,
Yeah.
the choices you make. Everything is a choice, and all it takes is one person at a time.
Yeah.
If you decide to be that person, there's another person at it. And I'm not saying that everyone, because not everyone's the same.
No.
But a change can easily be made just one person at a time. So it's like if you feel yourself getting envious of somebody or hating, you know, there's no reason to be like that. Like, I've been trying to definitely rule out that word hate. You know,
Yeah.
like, I don't hate nobody. I
Yeah.
dislike the things that they do, you know,
Yeah.
but I don't hate nobody. I got to take everybody for how they are because we're not the same person, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a choice. So I try to tell everyone that even if they're really my good friend and I see them acting a certain way, I'm like, look, man, don't let nobody else get you out of character.
Yeah.
Who cares? Ignore them, you know?
Yeah.
Unless they're harming you or something, all right, then, you know, let them know.
Yeah.
But nah, like, just move on. Keep going with your day. That's what they want. People want a reaction, honestly, 100%.
I love that.
I appreciate it.
What's in the works, like the next couple months for Nikita?
So I got an EP coming out with Beezy Beats. I'm not sure what the release date is, probably around June, end of summer, you know. That's going to be coming out. A lot of shows, a lot of fundraisers. Definitely check out my Instagram for all those. And then music videos, I'm dropping all that stuff. And just a lot of collabs coming up, dude. No dates set yet, but like Young Dopey, I don't know if you heard of him from LA.
Yeah.
I got a whole EP with him.
Do
It's
you?
supposed to come out,
How's
yeah.
that?
Badass, man.
Yeah?
He's genuine too.
Is he?
Yeah, and I told him straight up, I was like, a lot of these guys, like, or girls even, like, that gangster rap, right? A lot of them are just like that for the internet, man. Or you could tell they heard it or heard like a line or this or how things go, and they're like, let me go write a song real quick, you know?
Yeah.
So I told him straight up, I was like, straight up, you're the only one that's true to your word. The stuff you talk about, I can tell you're real. You're a real one, you know? And he's genuine, man. I tell everybody that, like, they're like, oh, you made Young Dopey, and I'm like, dude, he's really genuine. If you ever see him, say what's up to him. Like,
I will.
He's a dope person. And
I will.
I'll invite you out for all those things because
Yeah.
the videos, all that, you know,
I'm
like,
with you.
it's solid. It's real
Yeah.
solid, honestly.
And if you have anything like for the community,
Yeah.
like do you believe like in your heart to do what would you say to these young ladies, these young women, these young kids, these young girls?
Yeah.
Like what would you give them advice from Nikita?
Advice that things that are like it's about like number one thing people always hesitate is like how do they do things they want to do, or what if other people say this and that. So my number one thing is it doesn't matter what you want to do in life, go for it. It doesn't matter how many setbacks there are. everyone has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So give it your all, and one day you'll become the best of whatever you really want to. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Doesn't matter who's better than you, bigger than you, anything. Always give it your all. At the end of the day, if you're making yourself happy, that's all that matters. Honestly.
And if you could tell Snoop Dogg something, what would you tell that fool?
Thank you for being influenced, and yeah, we gotta meet one of these days, cause yeah, man, like just a vibe. Thank you too for being a vibe for everybody. Honestly, don't matter what race you are, don't matter where you're from. Dude, all the way to Japan, everybody knows him. You know, that's a name and type of influence that I'd like to be one day. Like, we all can get along. You know, honestly,
you
yeah.
are, you know, and that's he became real like just part of everything.
Dude, for real.
And that's what you're doing.
Nah, I appreciate it.
You're becoming part of everything. Like everything I see, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of noise, you know.
I appreciate it.
And how does that feel?
Pretty cool, you know. I'm just doing me, honestly. Like, you know, like I get invited to stuff. Like, I'm telling you, the autism awareness event I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I've done it every year for like 3-4 years now. Yeah. I love that event, man. I meet a lot of kids, and too, like, they love hip hop. They love my music too. It's up in Moreno Valley, and their whole community is badass, man. They're really cool, genuine people, you know. And not a lot of people know about that. And people will tell me, oh, can I go to this show, or like, is it like a VIP, or what is it? Like, I'm like, no, this is an open event. Like, it's a car show. Anyone can come by, and it's cool people coming because like they get to learn about it. And you know, I like doing all that stuff, fundraisers, anything. Honestly, dude. Yeah, if it's helping someone or anything.
If you can create a organization to help kids, especially with autism or some type of illness or some type of disability, what would you call it?
Like, probably like keeping faith or something like that, you know? Like, not giving up. There's no reason to.
Do you believe in faith?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I do.
And if you can tell God something from your heart, what would you tell him?
Thank you for never giving up on me. That's how I feel, honestly. You know, a lot of people, they struggle with that. That's a whole other topic, you know? But it's like, once you really look into it, read everything, it's like, it matters, honestly. You know, things, they will not be here for so long.
Right.
There's trends, you know, come and go. But something like that, come on, you gotta look at it. Everyone has their own different beliefs, you know, and I get along with everybody, but I'm not gonna change how I am. I keep it true with everybody, and too, like, yeah, man, you read a lot of stuff in the Bible like that. It's talking about life. That's it. Treat others how you want to be treated. Stuff like that, you know, like, I don't know, just believe, you know, believe there's a bigger purpose in life, honestly, because there is. Yeah, there is.
The purpose is the direction, the effort, the courage. Your direction, Nikita's direction.
I appreciate it.
And your direction is fucking, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And I appreciate you for being here with us.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate what you're doing, especially for the community. You're fucking making a lot of noise.
I appreciate
it.
Anything I can do.
Mucho, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know I'll be there.
And where you from again?
Fallbrook. Yeah, if you don't know, look it up, because now you know. Yeah, now you know. Top of San Diego.
You know what I'm saying? She's a big noise in North County, San Diego, and thank you for being on the Tinman podcast. Te queremos un chingo.
Yeah.
Gracias por todo, amén. Gracias, mija.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate your whole team.
We're out. What up, though?